Governor Kathy Hochul was back in Buffalo today, where she was asked by reporters on how negotiations are going for that new stadium for the Buffalo Bills.
Well, there has been some resistance in the state legislature about the bills, asking the state to fund a new stadium in Orchard Park. It could be a focus in hammering out a state budget. Our Dave McKinley was among those speaking to the governor today. Dave?
Mary Alice, she didn't say too much other than the usual platitudes about how she's committed to keeping the Bills in Buffalo and remarking that in her mind, negotiations were progressing, quoting now, right on track. Ultimately, however, the deal may shake out. It is most likely that between the league, the Bills ownership, the county, and the state will be picking up the lion's share of the cost of a new stadium, pegged at more than $1 billion. The governor did offer a bit of insight, though, as to where the state might find its share of the funds.
There's two sources. Yes, it could be in the budget. Yes, there's also economic development money that's on the table. So we'll be focusing on the funding. Certainly, we need to continue our conversations with the team. They've been very productive for a number of months here. Again, my administration is the one that jump-started the conversations. They were going nowhere, and the Pegula family and the Pegula organization knows that.
The NFL Owners Finance Committee may want to see the deal when it meets days prior to the state budget deadline, and so the governor was asked if the state might release something to the public before that. She would only say it could also mean we want to see a commitment from the NFL too. And there's a couple of ways of doing this. But before reporters could follow up on what that meant, she was beckoned by her handlers, who whisked her out of the room. Because she left when she did, we did not get a chance to ask her about reports of her new desire to tweak the state's controversial bail reform measures to let judges set bail for repeat offenders and grant them more discretion to require bail in certain felony cases based on a defendant's criminal history, or if they're charged with a gun crime, or if any of that has to do with the results of recent polling. Dave McKinley, Channel 2 News.